Good evening, guys. Welcome to Gavra Racing. We are here live from Circuit de Paul Ricard in France. I am SH. I got IRL Neon with me as a commentary team.
That's right. Good evening, guys.
Looking forward to a exciting race.
Yep, it's going to be a good race, 18, with Shankster still in the championship. I wonder if he's going to try and win today and pull out a big lead. So I believe it's Toussaint, in second. So
A one is possible. Medium to hard, it is possible.
well, there's also strategy with soft to medium as well. That is a risky.
Yeah,
strategy.
that is risky.
But it can be pulled off.
Shankster didn't have the greatest of races 2 weeks ago in Spain. When the rain started to come down, he got a bit of damage on his front wing. Where did he finish? I think he did manage to get third or second back. But he was down to fourth at one point.
I think he wanted to pit, but so did the Haas, and then his pit crew made a mistake on the mediums, but the Haas unfortunately wanted to pit, but then the car came back on track, and it gave Shanks the wing damage, which was unfortunate for him because it looked like he was going to go for a dominant win. Good evening. Whoever's just commented there in the chat, I missed your name there. A week. If I've said your name wrong, I do apologise. Good evening.
Currently, constructors table wise, in first place we've got Toro Rosso with Fire Tornado 39 and Tucson 0208. They're currently on 75 points. In second, trailing by only a point, is Racing Point with Blue Camo and Shankster. Third, we've got Alfa Romeo A7 and Natty G, 52 points. Fourth, Red Bull, Hugo Walsh and Tobsa, who both aren't racing tonight. We have replacements of Napula, who's in the Super League, and Kobayashi, who is also in the Super League.
Well, yeah, I know Napula actually. He races me in another division. I've actually raced him, so he's actually got some decent pace to him. He's got a lot of talent on the wheel, he's quite clean. See what he can show the Red Bull today. As right now, Toussaint is about to start his flying lap. Comes around the final corner. And he's on a set of hard tyres right now.
He is. See what benchmark he sets here.
As he takes turn 1 nice and tidy. Switch to turn 2, good exit. Just close to that curb there. At turn 3. Here comes turn 4, got to get this basically straight line really, or you're going to lose a bit of time. Ride that curb. You can cut a little bit of that curb there, turn 6 I believe. So he's going to have to be careful with that in the race because you will get the warnings. Although he's on the big straight now with DRS activated, he's for some reason peeling off. He was actually getting slipstream there, I didn't see that. And he's now coming into the little chicane, my favourite part of the track. Nice and tidy there, Toussaint. But I think he won't be pushing right now on this lap because I think this will be a banker, so he knows what he can do on the mediums to soft as he's now. He's now on the fast right-hander, absolutely flat out. Nice and tidy through here, very easy place to make a mistake and lock up, as we actually saw there Toussaint make a little error, but he corrected it. I'm going to say Toussaint's a nice and tidy lap. Is he coming into the pits? No, he's not. He's coming around the final corner as the two Haas drivers are about to start their laps now, one on softs and one on mediums. And here comes Toussaint. Get a bit of slipstream off one of them. And it's Paul, currently, 133.2. Interesting. I can't tell if that is actually a banker, really. Because roughly I've done the 133.2 once on a set of hards around here. As I believe the next person who was on a lap was the Renault of Checkmate. Yes, he did want to say that is definitely a banker, especially from Willie Sanka as well. Those two, I think either made a mistake
coming across the line on mediums on 135.4. Again, not exactly the quickest of lap times.
Alright, there's Tekers is on hards now on a lap as well, so you may get some slipstream from his teammate. But Shankster, the championship points leader, is still in the pits. Hasn't come out yet.
Playing it cool.
Okay, guys, it does the new fastest lap, 132.4. His teammate's now coming out the pits.
Straight out on the softs for the Alfa Romeo. Same for Blue Camo, 32.9 on the soft, so he's 5/10 down on A7. Must be a little mistake in there somewhere.
If they've actually pushed on their laps, Saint's done a very good lap with a 33.2, and he could go on the mediums, as Sabo just does a 31.7, so I've just been proven wrong. So we are expecting the guys on softs probably to do 131s, and I believe Infamous about to finish his run as well. He did, it was actually valid. Interesting.
Shanks has just left the pits, and he's on the hard compound tyre.
Interesting. Stackers is struggling a little bit now on one of the curbs. Corners there. A bit wide.
He's used a lot of his ERS already. He's literally got maybe half a second left, and that is his ERS gone.
So I think he's just left it in hot lap, gone all the way around.
So just even that little short run to the finish line there from turn
35.4.
Probably lost maybe 3 or 4 tenths just there alone. No ERS.
Although he may be disappointed with that lap, but he should be happy that he's ahead of his teammate, who's in 7th.
Yeah.
As X-Natty is about to start his lap now.
Sabo the Mister is currently in provisional pole with a 131.7. Very quick lap time.
That is a very good lap time. I think he probably could improve to a 131.4 on another set of softs. Because with track evolution in play at this track, and there's been a lot of people actually out on track right now as well. He could get some slipstream possibly off his teammate, but we'll have to wait and see, as he did lock up there a little bit.
Chance down ball with Shankster as he prepares for his flying lap. Just the one car ahead of him at the minute, he's backing off just to get that through space.
Alex now will be approaching sector 2, and sector 2 is on the 53.9 sector 2. I don't know if that's good, but apparently it is purple. So right now X9 is showing a pace of first place right now, as he has AB Tekers in front of him, who I don't believe he's on a lap.
Shankster, I imagine that is an invalidated lap. Yes it is, he's backed off straight away, messed up turns too.
Well, that's unfortunate for him, as Tekers does get out of the way for X90. As X90 has now run out of ERS, the same problem as Tekers, which is going to cost him a few turns around the final corner.
It'll be a good lap nevertheless.
33.2, wow.
He forgot to apply his DRS.
Oh, that's going to lose him a lot of time, as he was purple, it did say in sector 2, so interesting, as his teammate is in second with a 32.4. He's in 4th right now, so Alfa Romeo looking quite strong on the pace.
Toussaint then, currently on a 33.2 on the hard tyre.
There's a lot of people coming out of the pits. 4 cars coming out right now. As
2 and 3, Kobayashi comes into the pits.
Nabula is currently on a lap, the reserve for the Red Bull team today, as both Red Bull drivers have been not able to make it today. As let's see what Nabula's got to show. As I've seen him race before, he's got some decent pace on him. See what he can do on the hard tyres. As he's coming to the line, and that's going to be 132.7. Wow. Okay, that's so as wow, that's a very good lap. 132.7 then, instead of hards. Beats Blue Camo, who did his on softs, 132.9. He's only a second off the soft runner, who's currently in the lead. So good lap there from Nebula, currently in 3rd.
I think that just proves the sort of like the ability difference between Super League and Premier League there. The fact that you can just do a 132.7 on hard, just like that.
very strong pace there. As is there anybody else really on that lap? Actually, yeah, there is the Ferrari.
Zaza, I believe.
Shanks is on a lap. Not invalidated as of yet. Taking third gear down to second in the fast chicane. It's a fourth or third.
Oh yeah, there's two ways you can take it. Go third all the way through and worry about your traction, or you can go second and short shift to third when you build your revs quite quickly up. But traction is key in that chicane because you can lose a lot of time.
Oh, he's got a bit of oversteer, turn 13. Lost possibly half a second there coming around that loop.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people with that turn 13 there struggling, as Steckers did the exact same.
Yeah,
although Shanks has been a lot nicer with his ERS than everybody else.
He has. Timed it perfectly. There's a 33
flat.
Good lap.
So he's the third quickest on hards right now, so he should be happy with that.
Let's go on board with the Mako boys, who haven't put a lap in yet. Currently on board with Alex going to Mac in 17th, but he hasn't set a time. He is out on the softs. Come around turn 12. Going a bit wider than I'm sure he would have liked up to turn 13. Corner that I really don't like. It tightens up on you at the last minute. Coming to 14 now. Taking that nice and wide to get the straight. Oh no, coming into the pits.
As Info is about to finish his lap, see what time he will do. 33.5, promotes himself to 11th place. Not showing same pace as his teammate who's currently in the lead. Maybe that was a banker. The field is quietly spread out from first to third. Oh, so it was just actually improved, and I was right, he did actually improve in his lap. He's on a 131.2. I said he would do 131.4, so he's actually gone 2 tenths quicker than I thought he would. So good lap there from him. And he's basically trying to seal off his first place. So there we have it.
Nice second one from Triple O on the mediums.
Shanks actually doing another lap right now, actually. As the hards, I know the hards can last forever. So I don't blame Shanks there going out on the hards again, but he has to come in the pits probably soon if he wants to go on a quicker tyre, because there's only 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining of the session.
God blimey, where's that gone?
And he has actually just invalidated as well, so I think he will peel into the pits and put a fresh set of mediums. I do admit, yeah, the time has gone quite quickly. As Red Bull and a McLaren's coming out the pits right now. I believe that's Kobayashi. Yes,
yeah,
it is Kobayashi and Alex Gunner.
Got Triple O just coming around 15 now on this final turn. Looks like it's going to be a fairly decent lap. Triple O is going to set a 33.3 on the medium tyres, putting himself 10th.
Lap there from Triple O. He's had a bit of bad luck.
He has had a bit of bad luck.
It's good he is in 10th, so he will be happy with that. Starting probably on a medium tyre. Medium to soft strategy could work out in the long run, but we don't know what the weather's like in the race. Possible rain. We'll have to wait and see. Because if it was possible rain, everyone would qualify on the soft tyre. Right now, though, Shanks is the only one who's only just coming to the pits now. The only one on the hard tyres. As that was saying, that was actually a banker lap he did.
Robert Podfather on the soft tyre, comes down to the 36.5, puts in 14th.
Now he's actually made a mistake there, into the chicane, locks up his soft runs on his outlap, and that isn't going to be good for his softs, because if he qualifies on them, he's not going to have a lot of grip on him in the race, and they're not going to last as long. I believe that was because of the Mercedes of Black Country Mush.
If I was X92 here, then I'd be smart about it. He hasn't set a lap on these softs. He's currently in 8th. I would just leave it.
I think he's actually trying to cool his tyres down.
Who've we got a lap? X gonna neck. Who still, as along with Black Country Mush, hasn't set a lap yet. Yellow flag in sector 3.
That's because Tekker's, and I don't know what else that he's doing. I think X90 wants Tekker's to do his lap so he can get in the DRS. Bit cheeky, trying to take his DRS, but he's going to try and make it work, looks like. X90 has to remember though, Tekker's is on medium, so he ain't going to have a lot of grip, and actually X90 is actually behind there. And actually, what is he doing? They're actually racing on their quali runs.
Reminds me of Alonso and Magnussen round Monza.
Oh no, that has ruined Tekker's lap as well. Wow, I think X90 got in Tekker's way, slowed him down.
X Gunner Matt goes 13th on the medium tyre.
So Tekker's lap is game over, so Tekker's is going to be the 14th or further down the grid. As Sabo is going back out on another set of soft tyres, so he thinks he can beat his lap what he's done, so we possibly could see a 130.9 or 30.8 possibly. He's currently, actually, is he on that lap? It says he's on an out lap.
It says
but he didn't come out the pits. Like, he was already out the pits, I mean, so I could be wrong.
I'm just watching him now. He must be on a flying lap because he is in hot lap and he is pushing.
Might be a glitch on the telemetry saying that he is, as Alex has actually caught it a day in quali and is 14th. As he's passed on Tekker's. Tekker's will be annoyed with what has happened. He is 15th right now, as quali has ended, so I don't believe anybody else is going to do any more runs, unless quali hasn't ended for the drivers. No, I don't think it has actually. I think they've still got time, as now it's ended. So quali has actually ended now, as we actually don't know what Sabo's delta is right now, since he says he's on an outlap.
No. He's used majority of his ERS though. He's saved enough just for the little stretch to the finish line. See what he's going to do. And he improves with the 31 there.
Flat, oh, just misses out to get in the 30s.
That is a shame.
I believe Ace is next on her lap. Then there is a Williams behind him. I believe he's backed off. Then
he's currently 700s up. Sector 2.
There's a gap between him and Sabo's 8 tenths right now. So roughly 8 to 7 tenths. Let's see what Ace can do around the final corner. As he is coming to the line right now. And he improves. 3 tenths, still on 5. So he's only 5 tenths off Salvo, who's showing some pace in the Haas.
Has backed off of his Napula. There's also, I know, coming on the final turn now.
Shankster just doesn't lap 131.7 mediums, takes third, and loses it from Napula.
Goes third with a 31.7, 10 thousandths of a second quicker. Bit of a punch in the gut.
But Shankster ahead of Toussaint, I believe, who's second in the Drivers' Championship. That's crucial for Shankster to get ahead of him in quali. It's going to give him good chances in the race. And I don't believe anybody else is on my lap. No.
And that is qualifying over.
Right now, though, I've got to give credit to Napoli as a reserve, showing some decent pace with the top guys. He's possibly got the chance even to win this race against Shankston to Saint. It'll be nice to see how he does around this race.
So on pole then we have Sabo the Mister on soft tyres with a 31 dead. Second in the Alpha is A7 on soft with 31.5. Napoli in third, Shankster in fourth, Toussaint in fifth, Dedonki in sixth, Blue Camo seventh, AB Tekers eighth, Wukobayashi Japan who's reserve as well as Napoli in ninth, XNAG 10th, Black Country Mush 11th, Triple O in 12th, Zaza 13th, Infamilla 14th, Alex Mac 15th. I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that lap. 35.2, 4 seconds off the pace of pole. Robert Codfather in 16th, Checkmate Fool in 17th, and Willie Sanker in 18th. Oh, that was good timing.
Yeah, brilliant timing. As that is quali over, so I wonder what the weather is going to be in the race. So we're going to have a bit of Spain recurrence, as it did rain near the end of the race. It is cloudy. It's got sun,
overcast, isn't it?
It depends what we see on everybody else's tyres if they are after the top 10 go on softs. As I believe the only two cars who are not here is one of the Toro Rossos and the Renaults today, which is unfortunate. It's a good turnout still with 18 drivers ready for that number one spot, the top step of the podium. It's going to be interesting who's going to get it between the top 5. It's going to be very close. As
my prediction, I'm going to put due to the tyre strategy, I'm going to go with Napoli for the win, Toussaint second and Sabo third as we start our formation lap.
I'm going to go, well, top 3 then is, I think Shankster's going to win. I think he's going to do another masterclass strategy as he's shown he can do. Toussaint second, and I'm going to give the reserve Napoli actually third. I think he's still probably not going to get as high as everybody else, but he's still going to get third. Let's just see what he can do against a championship point leader and everybody else on the track. We're all on the formation lap as everyone beset Blue Camo, Ace and Sabo on the mediums, so that's interesting. That's very interesting. So that could possibly indicate that there's rain near the end of the race or in between the middle. As everyone is getting their tyres warmed up, especially the Toro Rosso driver of Toussaint, knows that he's got a lot of pressure on him, especially with Shankster ahead of him. So for some good luck and possibly trying to score this win today. I believe he won last week, 2 weeks ago, I believe he won in Spain. So he's probably looking for another victory today. And I believe now the safety car, I don't think it was 2 weeks ago, the safety car patch, so I could be wrong, but safety car is a lot more sensitive now, so we could see some of the guys who are on softs go mediums and actually win this race because of a safety car. As Sabo is now lining up on the grid.
Tried his best to back up the pack, try and keep his tyres nice and hot.
As the top 2 on softs, they're going to get a decent pull away compared to the medium runners.
As Willie Sanker lines up in the final spot on the grid. We have 3 red lights, 4 red lights, 5 red lights.
Lights are out. Got a big hold. I don't think.
Okay.
I think their lights are starting now, and they're
now
off.
we're away. Good old co-bosses.
Salvo's had an alright start, Ace had an alright start, but look at Shankster. Shankster's coming out of nowhere, trying to make it 3 wide, and almost chaos with him and Ace. Actually, there has been chaos. I think that's XIG. It is.
A7 has lost the rear end a bit. He's dropped down to 6th place.
Oh, that isn't good. Oh, no, there's the donkey. He's gone. Mercedes Ferrari spun him round. Wing damage as cars are trying to avoid the carnage. There is a bit of wing damage, like on the Ferrari there. Oh, I believe that's actually Zaza.
XIG.
May have actually got it with it.
A7 Alfa Romeo not having the greatest start to a Grand Prix.
It's actually Tekkers who's got the wing damage. I do apologise to Zaza. It's Tekkers who was involved in the incident. Shankster is battling Nebula. On the outside, he's going into the chicane. Trying to make it work. Oh, bit of contact between him and the Red Bull.
Bit of wave of the hand there.
But there's Toussaint, looking hungry.
He is looking hungry.
Backs off a little bit. Nebula's running wide. Has Nebula got wing damage? No. Oh, he's really struggling.
He is struggling. I think maybe his tyres ain't up to temps.
There's more yellow flags, and that's a racing point. That's blue camo. And the softs have failed on him. They're already overheating, so the softs, and he's going to almost go around again.
Oh.
So
yeah, he needs
really
to pit.
struggling.
He needs to pit. He's just going to keep losing time. Sabo crosses the line for the first time. There were 1.8 second gap.
Big chunk of wing damage. Big chunk, and he's going to have to pit. And he's the only one who does pit. He's got a big damage on his wing there. But yep, Sabo's been very lucky. Didn't get in the ball like Ace and Blue Camo on the same type of tyre. So right now the Haas driver is running away with it. Now the championship fight right now is battling for second.
Yeah.
It's going to be a nice fight to see as this battles all over the track actually.
See what Toussaint does here. He's got the drive.
McLaren's attacking the Ferrari.
The 2 McLarens are up 3 positions and 4 positions each. Oh no, Alex Gunner is up 8 positions from the start, sorry. What a start from Alex Gunner.
And Triple O gets that Ferrari's got an issue, but he's making a lunge, a late lunge. Can't make it work. And Infamel is going to try and help the Haas team out and possibly try and pass the Ferrari driver. But I thought I'd never see the day of the 2 McLarens beating a Ferrari right now.
Right, let's just rewind back to 2008.
Yep. McLarens were good.
Ooh,
and now, right now,
though,
Nebula hasn't managed to get back through the 2 drivers ahead of him to St. Shankster. Staying behind him, saving a lot of his ERS. Sabo was just at the new fastest lap. Actually, no, can't actually say the new fastest lap, 36 lap. So he's faster.
As Triple O got a bit loose on the exit of the final corner, he has lost out to Zaza, but Dead Donkey is on his tail also going into turn 1. Dead Donkey lunges for it. I think he's made it stick. He has made it stick.
Dead Donkey has come back through after that spin at the start from Tekkers, who's currently actually in 5th place, even with a bit of wing damage, and that's why Black Country Mush currently right now can't get ahead of him. And that's why there's a big gap.
He's redone the track.
Dead Donkey's trying to switch. Oh, and there's big contact, and there's more.
Oh dear, what is happening there?
Oh, there's cars all over. There's X90 being collected, and there's still cars coming. X90's lucky he didn't lose a wheel.
I don't know what Dead Donkey was doing there. He had the Ferrari stuck in his front wing, and he's just constantly driving forwards. You might as well just stop, let him drive out, and then carry on. Stupid.
It's very a bit silly from the Mercedes and the Ferrari there.
Triple O took some heavy front left wing damage there.
And the
no impact at all.
However though, X90 won't be happy with this. He is out.
He hasn't had the greatest start to this race. It's bad luck straight.
Oh, and there's more chaos. William checkmate. I don't know who that is. Dead Donkey is gone in more chaos with Willie Sanka. I don't know. I only caught the end of that. Now, I don't know what happened, but the Williams driver has got major wing damage as well. Like I said, the donkey has been involved in 3 incidents now with Techers.
He must have penalties.
X90. And the Williams driver is staying out, which is brave, but it's not going to help him out in the race today. As Robert,
the last Alpha of A7 is in the pits.
Oh, South America haven't had the best.
Oh, his pit crew aren't ready for him! His pit crew aren't ready for him! Oh no, what a horrific stop! They're only just changing the wing now. He's gone to hard tyres.
And he's out. He won't be happy with that.
Eventually out. Reminiscence of Hamilton in Hockenheim. Oh dear.
As Robert has also got some wing damage for the Williams team, so it's heart crushing right now for the Williams, because in China they showed some great. Not China, Spain. They showed some great pace.
Australia as well.
Both cars. Yeah, in Australia as well, and it's just been ruined.
Napier is struggling on those mediums. He's struggling to stop in turns 12.
Right now, Zazza is on blue camp, whose softs have managed to come back to life. He's currently fighting checkmate. Oh, as he's actually gone off there. Now the softs aren't alive, they actually are dying still. So in my opinion, if I was blue cam, I would penalise the pits, try to set mediums and try and make them last again. Oh, late lunge on the outside there to try and pass Zazza, but he's struggling for grip. And Robert's now catching up on towards this battle right now. As one of the Haas drivers in, I believe that's Infama. Yep, Infama is in the pits, and he is doing a very early pit stop on the set medium, so has he got wing damage?
Just currently watching the battle for second. We've got freeway here, fourth, third.
As Infama's picked the crew, not ready for him either.
Oh, what is going on? 3 second time penalty.
I don't know if this is a glitch for us, what we can see. I think it actually might be, because as soon as his wing was put on, they were releasing. So we could be on there. I think it might have been a glitch.
The donkey, 3 second time penalty. Shanks still going around the inside of Napier. Or is he defending? Shanks has got that inside line. Down into turn 12. Napier trying to hang around the outside. He just hasn't got the grip. The medium's not working for him around that corner.
Yeah, which is good for him. If he can't make the mediums work, I wonder how he's going to make the softs work if he does go to the soft strategy.
He is struggling.
Although Zazza is on checkmate yet again. As checkmate's gone off a little bit. And Zazza has actually made the move work. And the donkey is trying to pass Robert Godfather as he lunges it into turn 13. And he's got through quite cleanly.
I can't leave this battle right now. We've got battle for the championship at the minute. Shanks are in Toussaint, separated by, what is that, 7/10.
Yeah, 7/10.
Currently in second and fourth. Napier
is ready to overtake Shankster.
Trying it around the outside of that chicane.
Unfortunately,
bit of a
didn't have enough
gamble.
grip. Trying to go now on the inside, on the fast right. This time he's on the right side, but will he go on the outside and switch it? Yes, he is.
He is in hot lap mode. He wants it. Oh, bit of a leg spike there from Shanks now. Toussaint picks up a 3 second time penalty. Now what a big change that's going to make towards the end.
Oh, this is helping Salvador, who's on the set of softs, whose soft tyres should be dying out very soon.
He's just lost half a second to these three.
There was almost contact there between Toussaint and Nabila there, as they're still battling hard. Toussaint's trying to go around the outside.
Hanging out the outside, he's got it done.
He's going to make it work. He's got the inside line on the
he
final
will also
corner.
get DRS.
They're neck and neck. Who's going to have it? Saint gets across the line
Honda
first.
versus Honda.
And there we have it.
The
A little
Toro
drag on
Rosso
the
gets it
Toro
done.
Rosso. Gets it done, so he's showing that the Toro Rosso for, I believe, its last ever year in F1. It is now known as AlphaTauri for next season, showing that these guys have still got what it takes to win a championship. As right now though, Shankster is in second, to Saint third, and Napoli fourth. I think this battle will go on all the way to the end of the race.
It could well do.
That's Blue
All
Camo
on medium
for the constructors. The constructors team Racing Point and Toro Rosso. Blue Camo is in 13th, as the Race Point do have an advantage today. They have one car extra since Fire Tornado isn't here today. It's unfortunate for him.
Toussaint very low on his ERS. He only has 13% left. Currently running the high. Make that 5. He's gonna run out by the time he hits turn 12. Napoli is looking though. He's not giving up.
Napoli's been very smart with his ERS. He's got almost 80%.
He's got
more
enough
now,
there
85.
to overtake.
He's been very smart there, as he's got a nice coloured full helmet there.
Just look how quick they're catching up to Sabo. They've already taken out a second in the last 2 laps. Those soft tyres are done.
He needs to pit. Oh, and he runs off!
Oh,
that might give him a penalty.
Picks him up a penalty.
Oh, he's lucky that didn't cost him a penalty there, Sabo, because he run extremely wide.
Sabo has pitted.
Shankster in the lead. Toussaint second, Nabila is in third, and Nabila's lost a bit of pace now. And Toussaint is now looking against the championship leader, his rival currently right now in the championship, getting a lot closer.
It's definitely a glitch with the pit crews because it just did the same to Sabo, so
It's a
don't
glitch
worry
then
about
for
that
us.
too much. Toussaint is looking hungry on Shankster.
Sabo comes out of the pits into clean air ahead of the Ferrari of Attackers and Triple O in the McLaren, behind Alex Gunner, just dead ahead of him, but has a pit stop ahead of these, and now he needs to start pushing if he wants to keep the lead of the race, and he's on hard tyres.
He's possibly looking to go to the end then.
Could have gone mediums.
Toussaint tries it around the outside. He gets it done. Shankster should get the better traction out of the chicane. He doesn't.
So Toussaint is always showing Napoli how it's done. And there's Napoli on the attack. Going on the inside of Shankster. Makes the move work, but Shankster's still there. And Shankster goes round the outside, trying to make it work as he uses much of the track he can to get a better entry. But no, he can't make it work. Napoli gets second, Shankster drops to third, just like that.
How odd. From first to third, and still covered by 0.8 of a second.
Our look, Napoli is waiting in the wings of Toussaint right now, as it looks like 2 Red Bull cars are first and second, just 2 different teams. Senior team and the junior currently on the top step of the podium, with Shankster not that far behind in the Race Point in third. But he's got a lot more ERS than Toussaint, but Napoli's got a lot more than both of them. Almost 100% he had then on his ERS. As right now though, Sabo is already on the attack on Alex Gunner for P5 right now, as he's currently the net leader. The gap between him and the leader is 22.9 seconds. So he's going to have to start pushing a little bit more now if he wants to try and keep the lead of this race.
Alex Gunner needs to be a bit smart there. He doesn't need to worry about Sabo too much. If he wants to go for the move, just let him have it. It isn't his battle.
Alex is really struggling for grip. And look how much Sabo gains on Alex then. A lot of time in the braking zone. Those mediums are starting to die. And he's in DRS mode. Yeah, on overtake, faster in the straight. Makes the move. And is Alex going to fight? No, Alex going to just lets him go. Even though Sabo got really late on the brakes there. Alex gets a better... Ooh, loses a bit on the traction. And Sabo is not safe. Sabo is not safe at all.
Oh, chopping and changing there.
It's very aggressive switching, but look at Alex Gunner. He really wants that position if he wants to come back. It looks like he let him through as his yellows. There is a Red Bull. It's Kobayashi. Kobayashi has another issue. More wing damage to the Red Bull. He's having a real bad day today. Same put side as well, so that's really unfortunate for him, as currently right now his reserve teammate is currently in second. I think he's actually been involved with Infama. Oh, Infama loses it almost into the chicane. Alberto Saint still leads. Nebula in second. Shankster is in third now. But Nebula is basically saving.
Shankster going very wide.
I did catch that actually. I think his mediums are now starting to fall off. And Nebula is basically mocking the two drivers, not really pushing with his ERS. And now he's making the attack. Oh, that was close. There was a bit of wheel contact. And Toussaint doesn't get the good exit. Nabla wants this position. He's going to fight for it. Going on the outside this time. Yet again, he's trying it. And Toussaint is not going to have grip. He's almost RERS. Can't do it. Nabla runs off though a little bit. And Toussaint takes it back. But Nabla is going to try and go on the outside. Toussaint tries to do this to him early. Oh, a bit of contact. Wheel to wheel.
He's still
very
there.
close racing.
Well, brilliant
and he
racing
makes
from
it
these
work.
two.
Great move there. And there is a Haas. That is Infamous. He's into the wall. Almost lost the wing. Now, I don't know why people are slipping on the hards there. That's a bit harsh there, 3 seconds, as he was coming back on track. As Cubby, I don't know if the Red Bull mechanics made a mistake or something, but he's on soft tyres and he may get him easy. Very smart. He backs off and lets these guys battle. Although Toussaint has got a big issue with his ERS management right now.
He's caught himself at the wrong time. He's got no ERS, but where he really needs it. This track is so hard to keep management.
It is, you are right there, and there's the rain. I don't know if there's rain due or something, but it's getting cloudy. It's really cloudy.
It is. As Zaza and the Ferrari comes into the pits.
So Zaza's in. He's got on a set of hard tyres, so the rain must be not due yet. Maybe this is why he's pitted, and the guys on the mediums are now starting to struggle with tyre wear.
He should be able to go another 3 laps. Yeah,
I think 3 laps will be max on those mediums.
Onto the hard tyre, I presume. If any of them go into the soft, I'll be surprised because they will have to stop again.
Well, I have seen people from medium to soft make it to the end where they've gone soft to 10 laps with decent pace and then switch to mediums and go medium run about 21 laps. So this is what Napoli might be trying to do. Not push the car too much, save a lot of ERS, save the car, and just stretch those tyres as long as you can. However, to Saint and Shanks on the other hand, they may be thinking otherwise, going on the hard compound, hitting early and trying to jump.
Oh, they're trouble in changing.
As Checkmate gets a 3-second time penalty as there's someone in the pits, that is Infama, who's now coming out of the pits. He's been passed by Kobayashi. Thought I'd never hear that name in F1.
Shanks' tyres have really dropped off. He is 2.2 seconds now off to Saint.
You are right there. Black Country Mush now is in 4th, getting challenged by Sabo. Currently the gap between Sabo and the leader, 25.3 seconds. He's lost a lot of time. And now he's going to get ahead of Black Country Mush in the inside into turn 1. And he makes the move work. Black Country Mush tries to switch, gets a better exit. Black Country Mush is still there. Going to go on his inside. Side by side they go. Will this be contact? No, he backs off. And Salvo makes the move work. But Black Country Mush is getting better entry points. And he's going to go for a launch possibly into the hairpin. And actually doesn't do that. I thought he was. And Salvo keeps the position. But
Kobayashi has unlapped himself on Shankster. Not what Shankster needed.
Not what Shankster needed, possibly, but Kobayashi is on the faster tyre and he is allowed to do that since if you are quicker than the lapped car. Shanks is really struggling, as I can see. He runs off again. Those mediums are dying, and if I was him, I'd pit, go hards, and just make it to the end. As Roberts just got a 10-second time penalty.
Toussaint pits.
Wow, that's early on the medium, so he knows he can't stretch them more. Shanks is in, so Shanks is copying his championship rival. Off in the pits. Racing Point versus Toro Rosso. I think Toro Rosso has the advantage because he said was the car ahead by a few tenths. As it does show the Racing Point crew are late. Even
See that? See that?
And the Racing Point was actually out for the Racing Point mechanics could even change the tyres. My screen.
Stupid game.
They fix one thing and then there's another one.
Yep. There's always something. So
right now though, Nebula
Toussaint has actually jumped Saba the Mister. Sorry to cut you off there.
Oh yeah, you are right. Saba was quite far behind as it was 25 seconds after he tried to pass Black Country Mush, and there is yellows. That's Inflamer. He is out.
Inflamer has retired.
Unfortunately, we're not. Are we going to get it? And it's this VSC virtual safety car. This could save Napoli right now. He could get a big lead. He could get a big lead if the VSC stays out for long, as Triple O gets a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting, as the safety car or VSC can still give you penalties if you do try and corner cut.
If Napoli can get to the pit lane within the VSC before it ending, he will gain some time. Saying that, it's just ended.
You're right there, time has ended, but will he pit? Nope,
No,
he stays
out.
out. So the mediums for him look strong. He was saving, as we did say on the Red Bull, he was not really pushing. Right now though, he's currently in first place with 24.6 seconds against Toussaint. However, Ace and Black Country Mush battling. P6 right now, and Alex Gunner's actually not that far after he's done a pit stop. With 7 positions gained. So him and Triple O's had a good race so far, even with Triple O getting a bit of wing damage. Speaking about Triple O, he's actually peeling into the pits. So Triple O's stuck his tyres as long as he can.
Shankster is hounding Sabo for that 3rd place. Being on 5-lap fresher, hard tyres compared to Sabo, Shankster wants it. Soon coming onto the back straight now. He should have the DRS. Overtake mode engaged to see what he does. Sabo's got to be careful about that weaving. I've noticed he does it all the time where...
Oh, that's questionable. He is allowed to defend once like that.
Yeah.
But that second one he
that
did,
little
that's
twitch.
questionable.
I've noticed it in previous races.
Yeah, that is quite... Oh, very aggressive. He wants the position. He's getting really aggressive with Shankster right now. Salvo has a bit lift off. Doesn't get the grip he needs. He could have lost it on traction, but Shankster needs to get away to try and catch up with his championship rival, who's currently now 5 seconds almost ahead of him. Naples, that's a new faster start, 1:35.5, so he's showing that the mediums still have pace. So Toussaint and Shankster being behind him have just shredded their tyres, and it looks like the way Naples is going, he is trying the soft to medium strategy, but in his case, medium to soft strategy. As he's now got the gap between him and Toussaint, 23.8. So he doesn't really have to worry about Toussaint catching on him. He will be on the faster tyre by 1.3 seconds faster, I believe the softs are on that compared to the hards on this track. So no further ado, Toussaint needs to catch up a lot more if he wants to try and win this race. Salvo just gets another penalty. As the Williams possibly going to have a battle between each other. They are only 1.2 seconds right now, as we did see the new Williams livery today with a bit of red on it. Looks really nice this, for next season. So it'll be good to see how the Williams do.
And it's going to make only half a second off A7. McLaren versus Alpha, battle for best of the rest.
Alright there, Triple O's lost a lot of time after he pitted. He's now in 12th.
Yeah, I think it was his wing change.
Yeah, he'll be a bit disappointed with that, but he'll be happy that it's been changed and he can fight back.
He's got the pace, so he should be alright.
Right now, he's battling the blue camel. There's yellows in sector 3, that's a Williams, and I believe that's Robert. It is. Robert is off.
A7 gets 5th back from Black Country Mush.
This is opening the door for Alex Gunner. Alex Gunner is closing. Just maybe a 3-wide battle for P5 very soon. As I will keep an eye on the battle with Triple O, as Triple O is making a move on blue camo, different commander Tyner. Oh, locks up, but gets the move working, and he's now in 11th place. 2 seconds up ahead of him is Tekers, who I believe... Oh no, it was actually Zaza who caused him the damage, I believe, and Dead Donkey. It's currently Dead Donkey's being that lucky with that. Currently in 9th right now, even with the carnage with the Williams driver. However, Zaza is ahead of him. So, oh, Dead Donkey's closing a lot on Zaza on the brakes. Very close. Hello, you alright? Black Country Motion is still trying to get past Ace. Gets a better exit than Ace though.
Dead Donkey's got the DRS run down the home straight on Zaza. He is running out of ERS though. He's trying it around the outside. Is he going to make it stick? He should do, because he's going to have the right-handed part of the chicane here. And that is Dead Donkeys. But mind you,
Dead Donkey's got it.
Zaza's
has he
coming
done it
back
too
in.
early? Has he done it too early though, making a move? Should he have waited into the DRS straight?
Checkmate falls, picks up a 3-second time.
They both exceed track limits there by a big chunk. And there's the penalty for Zaza.
Yes, for Zaza. He's got his teammate of Tekers behind him.
Ooh, Triple O maybe in a bit of trouble right now. He has to go on 1 ERS mode, as Blue Camo is on ERS mode 4, but he ain't catching that much on him. Although Alex Gunner almost in at the DRS range of the Mercedes driver ahead of him, of Black Country Mush, as he's really struggling on those hard tyres. Napler still out 16 laps, old mediums. I think those mediums are probably going to last another 3 laps maximum. 1 lap or 2 lap minimum. I think he will pit in the next few laps and then go softs to the end. As the gap between him and Toussaint has stabilised to 23.4, so those 16 lap mediums are basically 4 laps worth equivalent hards right now apparently.
I cannot believe, since Toussaint has pitted, he has only gained a second over Napula.
Which
that
is going to be crucial.
Management.
Pit stop round here is 22 to 23 seconds, so...
Napula looking then to go onto the softs maybe.
Yeah, I think that's what the strategy he's trying to pull off. I think he's the only one who is going to pull it off today. Because right now, as his teammates also basically doing a good bit of good time management as well. 6 laps off on those softs. So he's basically giving a guide to his teammates saying, well, these tyres can do right about 6 to 7 laps. If you can stretch your mediums till they rely around about lap 20. And the softs can go to the end. Kobayashi is in the pit in 14th. As he will now get jumped by one of the Williams drivers.
That's going to make only 8/10 off Black Country Mush now.
So Alex is now ready for another victim ahead of him now. As the guys who will be supplying them engines in 2021, the McLaren team, is currently in 6th, Mercedes, with the Black Country Mush driver. The Donkey now is close a bit on Alex Gunnar actually by a second, 30.1 seconds now, the gap is. As Tekers is now starting to fight with his teammate, also for P9. And Triple O is slowly closing that battle. As Tekers is really close. Zaza's got an issue or something because he's running a lot wide actually. He's like, there's not enough steering input on the car, so I don't know if he's struggling for downforce or what, but right now Tekers is ready to overtake him. Although Tekers, both Ferraris haven't really got a lot of ERS, so this isn't the Ferrari day right now, currently 9th and 10th. They're basically just going to switch each other around.
Kobayashi picks up another 3-second time penalty.
As I believe. Yep, Napler is just on another lap, so he's on lap 19 mediums. He has to pit soon.
That is crazy.
Like, I've managed to stretch them to lap 19 max, and then that's it. I can't stretch them anymore, so Napler's doing a great job right now, stretching those mediums. Sure, I think he will pit though, because now he's in ERS mode 0 in the corners, just to try and save car not as much power in the rears. Because it could easily end up in tears if he gets a puncture right now.
Easily.
I will keep an eye on if he does pit, of course, as right now though, Tekers is really close on Zaza. Only 4 tenths, and Tekers has actually got past Zaza, so Zaza has gone wide. And Tekers has got through. Wow. Wasn't expecting that.
A7 in the pits. That's going to Max still on the back of Black Country Mush. Not able to find that little push to get him up his diffuser, but he runs a bit wide there. I saw he picked up a 3-second time penalty last lap.
Napler is in. Napler is in. Number lap 20 will be starting. Will he jump to Saint? Thing is, Saint is going to be got a big job to do if he does pass him, as Red Bull Council has been all ready for him this time. No. And the softs are out. So he has done that strategy. Now, the way it looks like, Saint's not going to get past him. Actually, I could be wrong, actually.
It's going to be tight. Toro Rosso's just coming past now.
And, yeah, it's going to be tight.
It's going to be very tight. Oh, Nebula! I think Nebula's got it.
No, Saint hasn't done it.
Nebula's done it.
Nebula runs a bit wide. Will Saint get a better exit? No, Nebula keeps it in the lead. So that isn't good news for Saint now.
No, he has to make sure this DRS zone works for him.
He has to stay with him before those softs run out. Or it's game over. As you can see straight away, Nebula's pulling away. Now 8 tenths already. This isn't good for Saint or Shankster today, who looked like those two were going to win today's race. And Nebula has just showed us that he's got the pace to win. Now Sauber, who was leading the race at the start, qualified first, is currently in 4th right now. So he may be a bit disappointed, but he's the only soft runner whose tyres didn't fall off the cliff and make him spin like Ace and Blue Camel, unfortunately.
That's going to Mac just drifting off a bit to Black Country Mush, now 1.3 seconds.
But Black Country Mush has probably realised that Alex is gaining. But Dedonki is gaining a lot of time. 8.9 now, 8.8 seconds now between him and Alex Gunnar. So there's a nice tasty battle for P8. There's a three-wide fight. Three-wide fight. Zaza, Tekers versus Ace. Right now, Ace on the fresh set of mediums compared
to Ferraris
Tekers.
Against the Ferrari B team.
So here comes Ace going. Looks like it's going to go on the inside. Tekers going on the outside of Zaza. Will it be three wide into the chicane? And it is.
What a move from the Alpha!
What a move from Tekers, noticing that Zaza made that error, and both of them get past Zaza. Great move from both drivers there. Outstanding moves right there. And there we go. Tekers has repassed Zaza, so really they've only switched positions, and Ace is being gifted 2 free positions from the Ferraris battling. However, Tekers isn't safe. Zaza is fighting back.
You'd think they'd be smart about this, like they'd be talking to one another saying, who do you think's quicker, let one of the other, like, let someone go, don't let the Alpha run away with it. If you can't make the battle work for them, then towards the end do the switch back and...
Oh no!
Sauber is out!
Now... I think he hopefully can make it back to the session.
Yeah.
Because now that glitch, which was a thing where apparently if you lagged out, you could cut every corner, that has actually finally been patched. So that's good news for all the leagues. So he can join back. Because I know some leagues banned people rejoin after they lagged out. So it's good that corner cutting glitch has been fixed. So hopefully he can get into his car. Well, yeah, it is a very interesting strategy if Sauber does make it back. What Nebula did, it can work. I have seen a lot of people do it. As long as you don't shred your tyres in quali, if you're on the mediums, you can probably do 2 laps on a max, and then you can take them that long as you've got the right setup. So I think right now the driver of the day, in my opinion, vote will be going to Nabla because he's pulled an insane strategy. Nobody else has managed to pull that strategy off, and it looks like he's going to get a dominant win. To say to him, it's 5.5 seconds with only 2 laps. 5.5.
Zaza needs to be careful. He needs to start looking in his mirror. He's got triple O.
I mean, what has actually happened is he was really close to Tekkers and now he's made a mistake.
I'm not sure. I don't think he's got... I can't see any damage.
No, Triple O is coming back at one of the Ferraris. So will one of the Ferraris be out on the point and Triple O getting some points to his name? As I believe he got points last race. We'll have a look.
Triple O then only 1.1 second off Zaza. Zaza currently trailing his teammate by 3 seconds. A7 has already made a 5.5 second gap to Tekkers.
Triple O did score points last race. He has points to his name, so he probably wants to get another point to his name right now if he catches Zaza.
Now that's going to Matt looking good to grab some points today. 6th place.
And 7th. Now I don't think he may be under investigation though with some of the moves he did, so he may have to be careful. Could lose that 7th. There was a bit of chaos between him and the Williams. Now I don't know who was at fault with that, but there was a dodgy camera angle. But it is what it is. I've got to give him respect for coming back through the field to take 7th right now, as he is really close when Alex Gunner's dropped off the pace against Black Country Mush. Was like under a second earlier, is now 4.2. That I believe is who's just come out of the pits.
Willie Sanka.
So Willie Sanka is just come out of the pits. We'll have to get out of the way possibly.
Triple O losing the rear end a bit of oversteer into the final corner.
Well, actually, Blue Camel pitted actually. I didn't realise that. Blue Camel pitted. So that's why Triple O's been gifted 11th.
Yep.
Interesting. Gap now to the lead. Napula into saying 7.7 seconds. Wow. Napula is flying.
Triple O looks like he's maybe starting to struggle a bit on those hards, even though they're only 9 laps old. He's starting to lock up here and there a bit more than what he should be. Falling down to 1.9 seconds behind Zaza now. Willie Sanka looking to steal that 15th spot from his teammate then towards the end of the race.
Alright there. Triple O up, still closing on Zaza. There's one lap 24 out of 27, as there was a lot of battles at the start of this race and in between, and now there is absolutely
once
zero.
Once again, there's nothing going on. The closest one is Triple O and Zaza, and that's 2 seconds. I just don't think there's enough laps left in it for Blue Camo to get Triple O back though. 15 seconds in 3 laps. Unless Triple makes a mistake.
I don't believe it is. Snabler's only managed to make it 8.7 and he's done 4 laps. And they're roughly on the same tyre wear.
Yeah.
So no, I don't think, even though it may change by penalties possibly, but that gap's way too big. I don't get me wrong, I have seen people at other tracks do it, where a driver ahead's got, he's actually left, he's actually retired.
Well, it's nice for him to be just watching the remainder of the race, even though he unfortunately retired.
Yeah, it's unfortunately he was the first one to be retired, and then Infima. Even though we've had a lot of crashes, there's only been 2 retirements.
So, Zaza's gone ahead of Tekkers.
Wow. So was that team play?
I didn't think they were that close. They weren't that close, I'm sure. I don't know if Tekker's made a mistake there.
2 seconds apart, as I think he has, and this has helped Triple O a little bit. Gap now 1.8. Zaza really brakes differently in the braking zone compared to Tekker's. Tekker's just struggling on the braking points on those hards.
Let's try not to have a recreation of Brazil with these two Ferraris.
Yeah.
Just a quick one, guys. If you want to comment on the stream, who you think your driver of the day should be. And if we get enough votes, then we'll release it. If not, we'll just do our own. A7 picks up a 3-second time penalty. Corner cutting. Triple O still within a shout for a point here. Depending on how these Ferraris finish the race.
Yeah, you're right there. As right now though, Napoli is on the penultimate lap. He will be on the last lap, next lap. With a dominant strap, almost 10 seconds. So, wow, and there's yellows. There is yellows, and that I believe is either the Williamses who have come to the board, or that is Triple O made a mistake. It's actually Robert. Robert's gone off. Same place he went off 10 laps ago. Williams are having more bad luck. As yeah, we've just had a lot of bad luck today. Fast lap was also held by Nebula, 133.4.
Tekker's and Zaza switched again.
Wow. Even the other guys on softs are not even that close to what Napoli's time is. Like, Blue Calma did a 34.6 on softs. Blue Xangi did a 36.9 on softs. It's wow.
These Ferraris need to be smart about it. They're just not. Triple O is
almost the DRS.
Nearly got the DRS. Yeah, you'd think you would just settle it. Who's the faster driver? Helicopter cam. That's brilliant.
If they're not careful, they may actually get lapped by Napoli, who's now on his last lap.
Yeah, not even have a chance to. Yeah.
But look how close Triple O is now. He's going to get triple.
He wants it.
Well, double DRS, but he needs to get closer. He has one more lap after this, as long as he doesn't get lapped and doesn't make a mistake. And he's closing, but Tekker's is closing a bit more now.
Zaza's defending.
Triple O's there. This is what happened the last time. Tekker's unfortunately doesn't make it work this time. Triple O's got a decent exit.
He's saving a bit of his DRS. He's only in medium at the minute. He's going to save it for the DRS zone in the home straight. As Napoli is now on the final lap.
As he's right behind them as well. He's not that far.
He is not. He's only, what, a second and a half off? So these like, need to cross this line before he does.
Yeah, anything can happen. Look,
oh, Blue is retired on the last lap. Oh! What has happened there? He's lost it, turn 11. Flat out turn right.
Oh, that car, there's two wheels gone there, it looks like.
He's lost it on the flat out right hander.
Comes across the line to win the French Grand Prix. Wow. Well deserved. I would up. There is an interesting fight though for P9 still going to happen to the line.
Sorry, Napule, if you watch this back, but we've got to watch this fight in a minute.
Shankster is in third. Savo looks like he's going to round up to fourth. Steckers and Zaza still fight. Oh, Triple O makes a mistake. This isn't good. He needs to get a good exit. Zaza still hasn't crossed the line yet. He is about to cross the line.
Triple O's got a good exit. He's got plenty of DRS.
Zalbo takes fourth, 27.57 of Shankster. As we're waiting for Black Country Must now to cross the line. As Tekers gets to me when Zaza makes it work. Zaza tries. Oh,
no touch.
Between the Ferraris. As this opened the door for Triple O to go on ERS off mode 4. no, he stays in the EOS mode to it. Black Country Mush is now coming across the final corner as Tekers runs wide.
Tekers runs very wide.
Zaza's still trying to think
Oh,
about it.
Zaza's pushing too much. He's pushing too much.
Zaza's made that mistake. Triple O's got past one for it. Will Tekers do the exact same as his teammate? As Black Country Mush takes 5th, Alex from the 6th, Ace in 7th. The Donkey drops to 8th place there then.
This is down to these three then, the last remaining guys on the grid, apart from Robert Cosfather in 15th. How will penalties play here?
As Tekers looks like he's going to take 9th, or will penalties switch this? Tekers 9th, Triple O, Triple O's dropped to 11th.
I think he dropped to 11th, didn't he?
The Ferraris keep 9th and 10th.
Oh,
wow,
that's a shame.
Going to be disappointing for Triple O.
What a race. Napula takes top spot then. Adrian Newey as well.
Podium. Red Bull will be happy now. The sister team have, I believe, won a race, and now the big team have won a race. So, is it going to be a Red Bull dominant season, or the Racing Point going to win the championship this season? Only time will tell. Shankster does take 3rd, Saint 2nd, and Nabila reserved for Red Bull today in 1st. Wins today's race.
There we have it then. Everyone on the grid getting a time penalty. Napula in 1st, Toussaint in 2nd, Shankster 3rd, Sabo 4th, Black Country Mush 5th, Alex Max 6th, A7 7th, Dead Donkey 8th, Zaza 9th, AB Tekers in 10th, Triple O unfortunately missing out on the last point, coming in 11th to reduce penalties, Checkmate full 12th, Kobayashi 13th, Willie Tank on 14th, Robert Cardfather 15th, Blue Camo unfortunately retiring on the last lap to come in 16th, Infamelo next 90G claiming 17th and 18th due to retirements. What a race that was towards the end. Once again, starts off great, dies down in between, and towards the end it spikes up again.
Yep, that's the way it is. This season it's been a very rollercoaster ride for certain drivers, and a few unlucky moments, especially for Triple O there, lost 10th in the end due to penalties. He's been very unlucky this season.
I'm moving up and down, side to side, like a roller coaster.
But the man who's got, in my opinion, who deserves driver of the day is Napula. He's
100% Napula for me as well.
Dominant
Outrageous
win.
strategy, dominant win. I don't know what else to say, to be honest. What a
Well done
fantastic
to
win.
him, really.
I know he's
GG.
part of the Super League, but you know, I think that sort of proved why he's in Super League.
Yeah.
Nothing against any of the drivers in this league, but it's
Napula's just on great pace.
It's fact at the end of the day. So. But anyway, yeah, that has been Gavra Racing in Paul Ricard. Join us tomorrow as we have Super League racing around Paul Ricard, 8:30 UK time, 9:30 Italian time. I have been SH. He has been IR Leon. That's the one. I keep going to say ILR or whatever.
Oh, it's alright, I've had a lot of people say that.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night.